Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see by the title of this video, this is like an environmentally friendly, simple ways that you can switch to helping out the environment. I am no expert and I have a lot to learn. These are just some of the things that I have been doing recently to do my part in trying to help the planet and make it more green and clean. I noticed a big difference through lockdown when there weren't that many cars and planes and whatever else putting pollution into the air, and there was a lot of stories going around about the animals and the oceans and everything being a lot clearer, and it just made me realize how important it is to really care about the planet, and like every little thing that you do will kind of have an impact on the earth and everything. So yeah, I think it is really important to look after it. Obviously it is all of our home, and if we want it to last from generation to generation to generation, then we need to start prepping now. Yeah, if you guys want to know some simple ways that you can switch to being environmentally friendly, then just keep watching. So I've written them all down in my little trusty internet book, so if I'm looking down and not specifically looking at the camera, then that is why. So the first one I feel like is an obvious one that most of us are doing at the moment, and that is to use reusable bags when you go grocery shopping. This is one of the ones that I use, so can you tell I do my shopping at New World? Yeah, they're just little shopping bags. I have a whole heap of these in my boot. I usually take in about 3 or 4 to the supermarket, and they're like a decent size. You can also get ones that are like cooler bags, so you can put like your ice cream or your milk or your frozen meat. It just kind of helps to stop using plastic bags and putting plastic bags in the environment, because obviously you can put your groceries in these, come home, unpack them, put them back in your car and reuse them. I know here in New Zealand you actually can't use plastic bags, especially at the supermarket. Like, they just don't exist. A lot of reusable bags are actually sold at the supermarket, so if you currently don't have any and you're after some but have no idea where to get them, look in your local supermarkets. I think they're usually about $1 or $2 each, which, considering you're going to use them like all the time, like it's a pretty good deal. I think I've had these for probably like 2 years, like since I started my groceries. We fill these up to the brim and there's no holes and they're not tearing and everything, so they're actually good quality and they will last you. So my next tip is along the lines of bags, and that is use reusable bags for fresh produce. Most of the time I try and bring a few of these with me to the supermarket. I actually forgot today. Loki made me a little bit annoyed, but yeah, you can just get these from pretty much anywhere. I bought my set from Kmart. They do like a pack of 7 for like $12. You can just go to the supermarket and put your tomatoes or your onions or your avocados or bananas or carrots or whatever it is in these, and it just stops people using those little plastic ones that you like roll and tear off. And it's also great if the supermarket has run out of those and you have a whole lot of produce just rolling around your trolley. That will stop if you have one of these. They're really great. We've used these a few times and they're not tearing or anything, so highly recommend getting your hands on some of these. The next tip that I have is actually for shopping, and that is to shop at Opshops and give to charity. If you have a whole lot of clothes that you don't wear at home, take them to a charity store. Don't just throw them out. If you have shoes that aren't wear and tear at all but you just want to get rid of a few pairs, give to charity. Same with blankets or pillows, or even like home utensils. If you have a lot that you don't use that you want to get rid of that is still in like somewhat good condition, then just give them to a charity shop, and also shop at Opshops where you can. You can find so many good gems at Opshops, and it just kind of helps the planet, because obviously they're putting something that they don't like or that they no longer wear or they don't use into an op shop, and then it might be exactly what you're looking for, so you can take that instead of like all this new like cotton and stuff going into the landfill and all that. Just a lot more environmentally friendly, and it's also really fun to do. I have a couple of videos on my channel. One of them is like a thrift with me video, and I also have my like best op shopping tips, so I can leave both of those down below, and I can leave them in the card up here as well. So if you do want to go and watch them and check them out, then you can. I feel like pretty much every town has at least one op shop that you can go to or donate, or a lot of the time people are making like Instagrams where they're selling clothes that they no longer wear, so you can also check out Instagram. And also Facebook Marketplace. Shopping on Facebook Marketplace is great. There is pretty much everything on there, like from furniture to clothing to like home bits. You can pretty much find anything on there, so make sure you shop around, shop secondhand if you can. Well, a lot of the stuff that I own is actually secondhand. So my next tip is about recycling, and that is to recycle plastic and glass and cardboard where possible. Phil and I always recycle our plastics and our glass and our cardboard. Our building is lucky enough that we actually have recycling bins outside, so we have like the big normal like trash bin, and then we also have bins for like cardboard, glass, plastics, etc. We have a recycling bin like in our actual home that we use. It's in our kitchen, and we just top it up with any plastics or containers that get empty or glassware, and yeah, once that's full, take it out to the other bins outside. If you have a lot of beauty products, you can also recycle those containers and bottles or whatever when they're empty. Don't just chuck those out. Anything with metal or aerosols can't be recycled, but anything else can. So even if it's just like the lid on a product that you can recycle, make sure you do. I know that Lush have a certain thing with their their cleansers and their face masks and shower gels and stuff, that like if you bring a certain amount of pots back, you can get a free face mask. Obviously the pots have to be clean and everything, but yeah, you can pretty much just take all of your Lush empties back, get a free face mask out of it, and you can also get them to recycle like anything that doesn't go under the little pot deal thing. The next thing I've written down is about straws. So use reusable straws where possible. So we have these ones at home. They're just like a rose gold. I think I got these for Christmas. I use these all the time, and yeah, obviously straws are a big thing that you want to make sure is not going into the environment unless it's like environmentally friendly, obviously, and plastic takes forever to break down. So buy a pack of these. You can usually get them for like $4 to $5. Use those anytime you have a smoothie or a milkshake or a drink or just anything. Okay, this next tip I'm still working on, but that is to use natural products where possible. So I have recently switched to this dental floss here, which I actually bought from Kmart, from the Wisdom Naturals range, and it is naturally biodegradable, and these are all of the things that it claims to do. If you want to pause the screen and read it, then you can. They also do toothbrushes in this range as well, because it's actually crazy the amount of like everyday products that we use that is actually harmful to our skin and to the environment. So just switch up products where you can, switch up your cleaning products if you can to more environmentally friendly ones, and just think about the products that you're using or the things that you're spraying, or you know, any of those kind of things. Think about them before you put them into the environment. I feel like gardening supplies is also another one. One of the things that I really want to look at is a more natural deodorant, because I know there is a lot of toxins usually in deodorants, but I just want to make sure that I find something that actually works as well as is like environmentally friendly. And the last tip that I have is to use reusable containers or reusable food wrap or reuse food bags where possible. Every time I go to work, I will usually have my lunch in one of these. I'm trying not to use Glad wrap because I know that that is like a big no-no. But yeah, if anyone's got any suggestions for like reusable Glad wrap and that is environmentally friendly, can you leave it down below in the comments, because I really want to check it out and get on it. But yeah, these are great. They're obviously airtight, and you can just wash them when you're done with them and reuse them. We have heaps of these in our cupboard. I do actually want to get a few more. They come in a whole heap of different shapes and sizes and colors too. So if you don't have any of these like kind of like Tupperware containers in your household, please get your hands on some. So there we go guys, those are all of the tips and tricks that I have been doing at the moment. Just little simple things that you can do to kind of just change things up and just help out the environment a little bit. Like I said, I'm not a professional and I am looking at switching up a lot more things over time, but yeah, this is something that I feel like is really important, and a lot of companies are switching over this way. Like I know a lot of online boutiques are now using reusable bags to send their clothes in, and I think if we all do our part, it will really help out the environment in the long run. So yeah, if you guys have any tips that you guys do that I haven't mentioned, leave them down below so we can all kind of help each other out, and especially me, you can help me out where possible. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please make sure to turn on the notifications and check out my social media. It's all linked down below in the description box. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!